from destruction. Remembering that gives me hope. Hope that something will come. These past 3 months were just a transition, a shift to cleanse this sacred place for this new life. Now, I realize that even though everything is different, here all remains the same. We keep protecting each other, just not like we used to. And that makes me happy because everything is okay. Sometimes it feels like a haunted dream, like something missing. The reality hits hard, yet I remain standing. Life always finds a way to blossom, adapting and seeking balance, is able to craft life from destruction. Remembering that gives me hope. Hope that something will come. These past 3 months were just a transition, a shift to cleanse this sacred place for this new life. Now, I realize that even though everything is different, here all remains the same. We keep protecting each other, just not like we used to. And that makes me happy because everything is okay. Sometimes it feels like a haunted dream, like something missing. The reality hits hard, yet I remain standing. Life always finds a way to blossom, adapting and seeking balance, is able to craft life from destruction. Remembering that gives me hope. Hope that something will come. So, don't think about the third time I am here? I think so. This may be third time I am here. So I have progress, small progress, honestly, not as big as I wish to have done so far, but not as bad. I have here some notes that I wanna read to you. I struggled so much with sculpting the character. I have my character now, but I struggled so much doing it. Well, this is still missing the sword that is going to have, but that is something that can be added later. I'm gonna do it with the knight. I'm just gonna copy and paste the sword, basically. I may change the textures for Gerald and the knight sword. What else? When do I start doing this phase? Well, what else? I discover that, well, that is the most important thing, I guess. Uh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Let me close this because otherwise I'm gonna have a lot of stuff. So that's number one. Um, but yeah, like I struggle a little bit doing the face, but in the end I find a way to do it that looks good. Although when I was doing topology the other day, I took too much time doing it because I think that I was doing it with too much detail, more detail that it actually needs. So basically, was working more of what I should have worked. And that's all that I have done so far. And now I am working on the night. Wait, I don't lose this. I am working on the night. So far I have this. It's just the blockout, quick blockout. Like I think that I changed it a little bit from what it looked on the thing, but today we are going to be sculpting the night. Right, so today I'm gonna be sculpting the night that I have here so far. I also have decided how to show my progress once I finish this. So for today, this hour, my goal is going to be trying to finish this sculpt. And if we can progress a little bit on the retopology, that would be great. So let me hit this. We go to here. So for the sculpt, I am doing this time more simple stuff. By the way, I have that's the belt. This yeah, this is the card body. So what I did is there a shortcut to assign this? Nope. Okay. So what I was trying to do is just to have some simple topology for this. Because in the end, if we remember Jume, the turtle that was very simple topology have a good final result. Also having like this uh, square faces makes it look good. So I'm gonna do this. This is the torso if I am right. Which, well, I wanna have it like this, just to have an idea if I have done it or not. So here my goal is going to be uh, something that I also did different that I'm not going to do for the night, I guess. That on general I make fingers for him. And while they look good, I don't think that I want to add them for the nights. Since I think that that will remove the idea of that will make them too much detail. And I just added to Gerald because I imagine that since he's going to cast the Ignite spell, it was called the Ignia spell. She's since he is going to be casting the spell, like he can have some small hand animation and like make fingers animation. But if it's not able, if it's not possible, like here I have it almost all retopology. There is some small details that I am missing of him, like joining some small um, segments of him. So now I'm wondering, like I am thinking if this is a good idea or if I just wanna, like if I wanted to have different pieces, because I added this to have this small, variation. Up here, let me just have this. No, let me select these two, the torso and the head. And I sculpt the head to be more with the thing that I need to have. Like this, for example. Like I wanna have, since it's also be supposed to be metal this, I think that I wanted to have it a little more square shapes that what Gerald is. Just to have this difference between um, fake and real, or between natural, that it would be Gerald in the case, and man-made, that it would be the armor. Let's just do this, some simple stuff. I'm trying to add these planes that are super visible. Like I think that if I change it to another matcap, it would be more visible. Oops, I didn't want to add that one. I just wanted to match this, match this. I'm gonna have this like this, just in case that. So since head is separated to this, what I wanna do is just to imply that. Oh wait, mesh. Forgot that you were just empty like this. Let me add some more geometry here so I can do this. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it like that since that you only see this, and this is how I work on Gerald. I start working on the pieces separately. What I can do is just select everything. Then these are joined into single mesh. So this is not visible where it's going to be, but it's okay. If I make this then not R without being sculpt mode, probably it's going to be okay. So first, we select everything, sculpt mode, Control R, So we remesh everything, activate the inode topology, then we activate the mirror. It feels like there is something wrong here, so let me... Huh. It actually felt that they were like double. Okay, now it feels okay. Like when I was starting to sculpt that, it lagged like when you have multiple, like if you merge uh, two geometries that are in the same spot. Say that I accidentally cloned this. Oh well, probably. No, it's okay. So I don't think this should have super high details, since like we want Gerald to have more. I mean, we want Gerald to be small compared to the guards, to have the sensation of, oh, he's being overwhelmed. Though he being Witcher, like removes that sense of stuff. I'm gonna do this like if it was an octagonal shape. This was made for octagonals. Then we planify this. Okay, it's looking decent. Not gonna be honest, like it's not going to be the best thing that you probably ever see. But I wanna have the challenge of doing this by myself. Although my quick search didn't find good models to use. Like it's not that I look so deeply. But since I was going to do it like in the style, I was like, I don't want to look a model that works on the style and it's already rigged, so it's simpler to do whatever I wanna do. I mean, the card probably it was easy to find a card. I said, so here the hand. I have already an error here, right, with the hand, and it's basically how it's made the hand because the hand is something tricky if it was not done properly. I mean, blockout was not the perfect or the best one blockout. So first of all, we need to fix the transition between the hand. I'm gonna use the right hand since it's the one that I have access to see. So here it is okay to have a small bump, but we don't need to have that big bump that we are having. Something like this is more natural. Not perfect, but it's more natural. So we need to make this go down. Then I guess that we could, in theory, start to inflate this area. Inflate this area. And like, I feel that solo, like the shapes solo appear, like they just appear. Like you're just doing the stuff and they kinda start appearing. And that means you're doing something good because you saw shapes and all of that. This is supposed to be the hand, right? The pure hand. So I'm gonna start shaping hand to have more what we want to have. So we have this hand, we have this hand. We have this pause. We have it here. Let's make it this way. I think that I did too much damage there. I wanna make this smaller and do the same thing again. So now that that looks like that, I wanna add a little of sort of bevel here. I like this because it's getting super geometrical, which is going to be a good thing when we do the retopology of this thing, because then we can follow these clear lines that are already existing, how this should look. So here, mm, I feel that what I want to do is to increase this size here. But once it's increased, of course, this one needs to be a lot of decrease. We remove this. This way, we make everything more geometrical, and that's something that I can tell you that it's easier to do your character. You wanted to do it from zero, is to seek use simple shapes like this one, like more geometrical shapes and less natural shapes. That helps a lot. Like me, by just having these simple shapes, it gives it a different style for stars, but it also keeps this, like, beyond being an easy start. What it does is that this makes everything more simpler in the sense of it's simpler for you to do everything else. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, general, I started doing this. I added these simple fingers, right? But since I start carving too much detail on them, like they were looking, let's say they were looking uh, decent enough for making the decision of make it separate. But since I do not like the idea of they having fingers, and since they are gonna have the the armor on top of everything, like I don't think that fingers are that necessary. Like here, for example, we can see that I can increase. Now we have this arm here. Like these creases are going to be improved with the sculpting. Why did you do that? Do you have, by any chance, affecting the I hate? Like for me, this from faces only should be by default, but I have it create. I mean, I just download it, the parallel. So I wish that it was easier to set up your basic configs that you wanna have. Like this is why I added the because when I did this, like naturally the fingers appear. Let's say that these are my fingers. Like they super naturally appear on the sculpt as geometry. That I was like, yeah, why not? But now, since this is not going to be like it feels to change the mode that it was, but it's not changed. No, like I honestly like how the feet ended looking, so I'm gonna do the same thing with you. And I also do not have the necessity to animate this hand. Like for example, Gerald hand that I want animated. So it was like, yeah, I want to animate the hand, so I'm gonna add some fingers to it. But I don't want to animate this hand. So I'm just going to do it like this simpler. And also this is not going to be that much show in the end, so I also noticed that you are not doing it the way that I wish to be done. Can I make it? Oh, because it's the both of you. Let me delete this for now. Work on this for now. Going to have it like this. So here's the thing. Do I want each armor separate from each other? I guess so. I guess that this only use this and this. So I'm going to just quickly complete mode. This doesn't need too much. I need to just delete this. Did I not open? Like this doesn't need a lot of detail. Since most of the detail it's since this is going to be covered, so I'm just gonna give it like a better shape of what it has right now. Like for example this. You can add you a knee here or a pseudo knee. I'm assuming that you have good here. Then just do these simple shapes of removing stuff like this. I feel confident of finishing this project, not like other. No, like I can finish it in time. That is the most important. Like since I plan to have everything finished prior to when it's actually supposed to be finished, and my plan is to have almost everything finished. So when official date of finish is done, like I have passed through some fixes and stuff like that. So now you go like this, and then you go like this. So you go like this. I can make this a little flatter. Also this section. And this section. This section. To make it more according to what the general idea is. I don't know why the geometry is going like this ugly. We can have this. usually the hardest part, the inner thighs. Since I not usually I first carve a little of detail on this before merging them, but since this is not going to have that much detail, I didn't feel that that was necessary. I wanna add this one here. How do I grab you? Like other way is to probably remove one leg and work only using one leg. There is different ways that you can make this work. No, we do this. We add this. Oh, you know, oh no, it's not that. I was like, you know what can be? That is wrong. It's the dimensions. But no, the scale of the object is properly set. Okay, so now here, I think that this section of the legs is actually shows. So let me fix this. Okay, like this. Let me see it in a general. Oh wait, it's going to be hidden anyway. This is just to not have only leather. I mean, not only metal stuff, to have also skin stuff. But in this case, something that I want to do now is, so this is done. So this is arm sculpt. Uh, these are leg sculpt. So now we have all of these. I have a zero a number. They are stuff that I should fix. So first let's start with you. You a whole. So something that I wanna clarify here. Let me just look the reference of the armors that I get. What is it? Here. That's Gerald. That is not some reference. Yeah, I think that it would be great if I show a little bit of the underneath. Or that would be ideally. If I am able to do that, I'm gonna do it. Let's start by doing this. Let's start adding it some line here. What if I go back to all of this. I select you and I can do select similar normals. Select similar. We're gonna choose only that one, huh? Select similar. Select similar. Select. I wanna. Because this thing has a solidify modifier, and it's making everything a little complicated. But I guess that I work with that. I add dino topology and I add the symmetry. So let's just do this then. Then what we do is we do this flattened section. This is going to be to clarify the two different pieces. Why do you look so bad like that? What I can do is get used to this solidify on my advantage and build this thing a little more planar like that. And then we grow what we need to grow. I wanna add this here. So I have it like this sort of border to indicate that next piece goes there. Now what we need to do is to fix this section. Like the plan here is to make this like a visible color. And then I've worked to this is looking like this. We grab, choose the grabbing brush. And we start to alter everything. So this gives the idea of separate pieces, right? Like even if we do not see in the end, like this, because even if we do not see the body interior this way, what we add is a little of depth, and that is something great. Because now we can do this. Now have it these do not have sharp angles. And though he is supposed to be at this point of the story, like your enemies, so sharp angles is not bad. But I mean, he's only your enemy because he's trying to do his job. So that's why I don't consider him to have lots of sharp angles, even when probably it's a good call. So now, this side should be flat, I would say, like this. But probably too much flat, or it was flat too quickly. So probably I can do that with the draw sharp stuff. So let me just look at this and oh no, you are not going that bad. You are going to play me meshes. What I can do is what I can do is do something like this. Try to fix it if it needs to be fixed, but let's try to not focus on giving too much detail since the goal is to have less detail but still having detail. So this looks good now. I am softening this selection since it seems to be doing. Is there any of these that choose to you do? No. Well, since there is no, I was trying to see if there was one of those. madcaps that show me what is the name that show me the face orientation, but it doesn't seem that there is anyone that does that. Okay, on this one it shouldn't be that on the although a little of a little of curvature down there can be useful. I don't want that for now. Not, yeah, not for now at least. Like this. We flatten this area. Okay, we not that button. I like how Gerald he's lots of detail on the skin, and this guy is just going to be like, I'm just a guy. That is what I do. Just a guard. I have a cool armor. Not so cool because I am just a generic guard. And I was told to stop the Wisher even though we were in the same war a couple of minutes ago. Like if I remember, what happened is that you have the other dude, the dude that is the guard, the one that I don't take the route of him. So I play the Jorbit route because I was in the Scoia'tael route since the game one. And then when I discovered that Gerard was killed by the humans, like that make me be more proactive towards the Scoia'tael route, uh, not the human route, since my thought, or at least this is what I think now. It's just that he already helped humans. And the humans just pay him by killing him. So what I would say that it's the best route for how I was telling it, or if not, I'm gonna make that way. I wanna remember everything that I did, so edit the games before going to the third one, or at least having an idea of what I did. Do not just go like, Oh yeah, it's because of that. Like I may remember stuff, but hopefully it gives you a good starting point. Probably the what they have as the basic starting point with no saving data is the is the guard that I don't remember the name. The one who helps you escape prison, if I remember, because you make a deal with him that we are going to capture whoever killed King Foster, and basically the game is like you capture or not capture the person who framed you. That I don't remember why it framed you. Like I don't remember why it framed you. There's some small details like those that I don't remember properly. But probably if someone mentioned it, I will remember. I remember, for example, Alvin from the first game. He was a very pain in the ass, and that I remember that I didn't trust Tris the first game, but then the second game I basically was just trusting her because she had the possible solution to Gerard mind wipe, but not on the other stuff. So we have the chest plate. And you have two numbers on it. So you have that name. Oh wait, probably. Okay, I wanna change to object mode. Yeah, because you are chest plate too. But you are more of chest. No, you are chest plate. And you are torso sculpt. Oh look, you see this part of the leg. Think that I have the same error with him that with Gerald I have. That I forgot about the human curvature. So let me see if I can fix that. Once you don't open, a little front from here that is sort of the back. Yeah, because with Gerald I have this issue of I wanna make this a little bigger since this is something that you see, and I feel that I took too much of it. A little more, probably like this. Okay. Like these bulbs, I think they are made when geometry is like not perfect. It's not perfect, but it can work. I can make it work. Selection, set origin to 3D cursor. There we go. I wanted to have the symmetry towards there and be symmetrical this way. First of all, we need to fix the clipping issues. Clip issue from there is fixed. Now we go for the back. I think that this is done. So what I want to do is this. Let's hope that this has enough. So now that this is, oops, more reliable, I change to this one. This one actually needs that, since it's the first time that I'm doing it, because the brush is too big. So we do something like this. Guess that I wanna work only on this for now. Then start adding some details that are almost symmetrical in the y-axis, but without making it too symmetrical. Because otherwise the whole idea of asymmetrical. I'm gonna add these details here. I'm gonna add this small crevice here, so have some volume and some variation. And this will be like if it was the border of or metal, like those borders that they used to have. Oops. So now that this is the new version, we move it to fit on the original. Then we add more. Do I need to add crevices at one point? I don't think so far. I think that so far I need crevices. Though there are spots that they may need. The crevice. So this way, if we make this less what it will be the word? Less big. If we make this less invasive, but it still has volume, and I think I want to add some volume here since this is the end of it. We have this like this. We add this space here. And we add this space here. We add this space here. Probably a little more here so it's more visible. Yep, that is good. I'm gonna add the symbol of the sun. What if I add another symbol here and not that one? Like that was the symbol that I just made up for this thing. What if I do not make it up? I mean, I know that they are fault test, or these are Lafayette. I think that these are Lafayette cards, but what if we add something that is not? I love that the helmet looks futuristic. I guess that I need to remove space from here. But now we keep it like that. So this is shoulder pad sculpture. So this shoulder pad should be fixed. So I think no wait. I can use the sculpt mode, then use the is this and move it up here. So it basically this is going to basically be the limit of where he can go up. And upon this, now I see a good idea to merge these two rails. So we have this. And this looks better now. So now focus on this piece. First of all, we make it work. This one we're going to do the opposite of the other one. We're gonna first make it work as a single piece, like have it best that we can have it as a single piece. It's already 8. So we do not do remesh, but hopefully we get to finish sculpting process. Now that this is almost good, this should be something that can work. With this section. Now we have this section here. Like I'm gonna fuse them later on. Why did you do not have the mirror modifier? Okay, it's going to be easier in this case to select all of this, delete all of this. Then we add generate mirror. Let's put the origin and the 3D cursor on this one so we don't have any troubles with that. How do I? Guess that it's important to have it shape first before sculpting on it. Like this. Let's make this smaller so it doesn't affect all of it. Let's start doing this. Since it's so fucking, since it's so few geometry, this is going to look bad. We need to make it work with the few geometry that has. And then once the shape is good, what I wanna add it's just more like the one Like if it was this classic, uh, not main code, but I'm gonna add this uh, like code on cover, so it's not properly. So it's not properly. What do you say? So it's not going to be properly. And I did the same thing again. Some cotton clothes. Like if it was cotton clothes and not the and not armor, just to have some color on these characters. I'm gonna use complementaries. Yeah, at least. Well, I guess I'm gonna use the red, since red is almost like idea of evilness, especially when you're talking about video games. Like heroes tend to be blue, and enemies tends to be red. Except for Mario. I guess that Mario is the exception of that. Well, Mario has blue, but Bowser is not red, but he's surrounded by red. So I guess that it also counts. Or does not count that. Okay, so now we add some edges just because the edge is too bad. I feel that the edge, adding an edge, it's necessary. I'm gonna try to flatten this so it can be used as a base for the remeshing section. I don't know. This should go like this. Like in the end, since this is not going to be uh, super detailed, like it's not photorealism or semi-realism or whatsoever, and since the textures are going to be, the base color texture is going to be hand painted, I do not see super necessary to add more detail than this detail. Though this one, it's looking not so similar to the one there, so like this. Now we check for any clipping issues and we fix them. And that's the. I don't think that I named the upper. No. Upper. armor, arm, sculpt. This is going to be lower arm, armor. I think that I removed the T. Now you. Here's the thing. Do I want to have this as a single mesh and then get rid of this? Yeah, I guess that I want to do that. I want to remove this. Now I want to have these two as a single mesh and just as if they were sort of like a gauntlet that you just put over. Since it doesn't have fingers, I don't see the big necessity of doing it super detailed. So I'm gonna do that. Why not? Cool modding. Let me think how I'm gonna do this. Like I'm gonna have this here. I wanna have like the fingers. So unless that we saw it fully, wanna be cheesing my way out on this. Like since there is a lot of stuff that it's not going to be visible, like I feel. So we do this. We make this smaller, the ratio of effect. Probably more towards this side. So I wanna put it this way. Like if it's giving full turn to the globes, like if it's giving full turn, and then I'm gonna make it go more up like this. So only, oh, I like that. And it's not going all. So now we do everything to have it somehow I would say that my goal now is to make it somehow like my goal now is to make it more decent. Let's see if I can fix this. And again, do the same mistake. Yeah. Modifier, generate a mirror. Sculpting mode. First, I wanna recover the shape that it should have. And add it a little more of volume to that. Like this. Well, I know that that is already okay. So I'm gonna keep it this way. Let's see if I can do this. Yes, I can. Of course I can. So now we fix this. No, I'm glad that I didn't need fingers for the night because that would be very hard to do for this section. Like this, probably a little more closer here. What is the funny thing? This is supposed to be easy. I just add geometry here so I can do whatever I want with this section. Let's start adding the edge. Even when wanna flat this, I just start adding it to have an idea of how this is looking so far. Like this section that somehow geometry is too bad. How about this doesn't give me trouble later? Seems okay for now. I think that the normals are super messed up here, because otherwise this shouldn't be happening. How do I see like this? Or it's probably the scale, I don't know. So you go like this, you go like this. So now with this the section like this, it's easier also to see. You can fix this. Why do you look like that? Verify. Verify this and then this. Yeah, this looks not perfect, but this is going decent. I mean, something that you need to keep in mind is that this doesn't need to be super crazy on details. Like it just needs to be. It just needs enough geometry. It just needs detail to be big and possibly be at some contour. But between this last one and my first one, when I was trying the textures, something that I can say that it's necessary. Why you are not allowing me to sculpt in there? Oh, it's the normal wrong there. Nope. They are supposedly okay. They are not okay because I cannot sculpt here. This is when I hate Blender and people always praise too much of it. I think that people just think that Blender is perfect, but look at this. Like, I don't think that this will happen on other sort of software. Ta 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 ta. What do you say to me? Oh, I think that this was just going bad. Okay, if Blender closes, I'm gonna just leave it here. And what I'm gonna do is just trying to finish that the best that I can in other day. For now, I'm just gonna keep it that way. Oh, it respond. Like that is something good about Blender, not gonna lie. That the chances that it crashes, that it does not crash a lot. Oh, freak. It does not crash a lot. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this here, like this. This hour and a half of working. It was not the best, but it was a good start. Yeah, let's just finish this here. It's not the best thing, but it was something. I guess that it just no, it's not unfrozen. Just looking at the capture screen, so I thought it was unfrozen. So let's finish this. I'll keep doing the same with the card. I don't think I really need to change anything of him. Mm, I need to add the crest on the chest plate, I guess, to make it more special, not just a plain chest plate. Um, what else? Probably add some sort of stuff on the top of the helmet to doesn't look, if I feel that it looks like some sort of seam or spike on it, to make it look less robotic. Hmm. Other stuff that I can add is that what else would I do that in the first place? And then yeah, tomorrow I will finish. If I finish my general remesh, I will post it. What else I need to do? Let me see here. This is the plan the ideal plan to finish like in 2 weeks. That's not gonna happen, of course. So I will need to add the gerund. Yeah, I wanna do the remesh, the rig, texture, and hopefully I can import. Like the rig is going to be easy. I need to finish the remesh. That's going to be taking the most time. Look this horrible thing that it did. Need to finish that. Need to finish that stuff. For this card, since it's the thing that you're like, I'm gonna try to finish the Gerald Scott tomorrow. I guess that I'm gonna finish only that. I think I can do more than that. And then I will. Well, the Gerald Remesh, I think I can finish that. And hopefully get some rigging beginning the rig. And then I will need to do what I need to do is the rigging. Like ideally I finish tomorrow till Gerald Han is on Unreal. Like imported and finished. And have I do that and I have what I will have. Tres I will have the guard. Yeah, I have Gerald at the guard on Unreal, even if they don't have an environment yet. That is like the ideal stuff. And since this Quantelet is giving me too much trouble, like it's giving me too much trouble, this Quantelet, I'm just going to delete it because I do not why it's working this way. And then I'm gonna have it naked, I guess. I don't know. No, because this Quantelet is giving me too much trouble. Like I cannot sculpt on this area, I don't know why. Or I can just delete that area. I'm gonna try deleting that area. Just gonna do it before I forgot about that. That it would be like the finger area. But I guess that is a section that I added. So just gonna print box. Trim box is not as good as I want it to be. So I'm gonna delete that area. Hopefully it works. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hopefully tomorrow I finish and I have Gerald and the guard on Unreal. And if that's so, yeah, if I able to put them both in Unreal, I will be very good. I don't think so. I think that I going to at least get the reverse of Gerald and the sculpt of this card and see how much I can get. But that would be all. Probably I'm gonna do something different later to just break the idea of working on this. And yeah, that's all.